Oh no!
Hello again, everyone. I'm Germain. Welcome to a special time of programming here on INFOcus People and Places. It's our holiday special. The crew and I want to share a little bit of the warmth, the closeness, the specialness of this time of year with you. Whether it's Christmas you're celebrating, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, we want to wish you all the very best from us here on INFOcus People and Places. We put together what we think is going to be some very special programming that we want you to enjoy. So gather around friends, family like I have right now, and get around the tree, get around the fireplace, and enjoy. We're going to go to a break right now. When we come back, we hope you enjoy the 2007 INFOcus People and Places Holiday Special. Right now I'm enjoying some time with my daughter Melissa Nicole.
Oh, Christmas tree, how evergreen your branches. Oh, Christmas tree, how evergreen your branches, you brighten up the snowy ground.
Hello from Ilsley Public Library. My name is David Clark, and I'd like to share with you a little bit about what's happening here at the library this holiday weekend. Of course, one of the things that we have in tune with the holidays are a lot of books and movies about the seasons. Everything from the new classics of Dr. Seuss's How the Grinch Stole Christmas, which is on DVD, to books on disc, such as Finding Noel by Richard Paul Evans. These are books on disc that you can listen to. We have a new medium that we're just trying out. It's something called Play Away. And it's packaged like one of the old videos, and it's a little device that you can listen to. You plug in earphones, and you can hear the story right in the unit itself. We have in the adult collection, we're starting off with two of these, James Patterson's The Fifth Horseman and John Grogan's Marley and Me. These are what we call Play Away. We're also starting them in the children's collection to see how they're going to catch on and to see if this is a new form that we might like to add to the collection. Of course, this is the time of year when we probably eat too much a little bit, and so we're all filled with good resolutions for the new year to maybe do some little trimming up on that. And of course, think of the library when you're thinking about, well, what can I do to take back some of the effects of all that good Christmas food that we had. We have a number of things. This is 100 stretch exercises, something we all could use a little bit. 50 ways to lower your cholesterol. Get some ideas. If you've talked to your doctor, like I've talked to mine, I need to try some of these. We have simple fitness exercises. We have smart back fitness plans. Lots of good ideas that are filled with pictures and easy approaches to how do you do this. Another program that's starting in the new year that I want to make sure that everybody knows about. We have begun a collaboration with the Dolly Parton Foundation, which is based down in Tennessee. They've started a number of years ago a program called Imagination Library. And Ilsley Library has brought it to Addison County and Vermont. And we are now expanding this throughout Addison County. All children in Addison County below the age of 5 are eligible to receive a free book mailed to their home. Our hope is that these books are going to spur creative and time with children so that all children in the county will be read to. This is really the first step in cracking that code of language so that all children will be able to go to school with an ability to listen and to enjoy the stories. This is a program that has been funded by the American Legion here in town, the Middlebury Rotary Club, the Friends of Ilsley Library. A number of organizations have stepped forward and agree with us that this is a wonderful program that we should provide all children in Addison County. These registration forms, which simply require a name and an address, are available at all public libraries in the county, as well as most pediatricians' offices, and you can stop by any of the libraries and we'd be happy to help you fill this out. So think of us when you need to get a little stretching exercise or when you like to stretch out on the couch and be a couch potato for a few minutes. So during these Christmas week, we're going to be closed on Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, December 23rd, 24th, and 25th. The rest of the week we are open at 10 o'clock. So we're open on Wednesday through Saturday at 10 o'clock, and we go until 6 o'clock, except on Thursday we stay open until 8. Saturday we do close at 4 o'clock. And if you'd like to see what we have in the collection, check out our website, which is www.ilsleypubliclibrary.org, and that will you'll be able to see what we have, and you can ask us questions or just give us a call, 388-4095. And now, from all the staff here at the Ilsley Public Library, we wish you and your family best wishes for the holidays, and may your new year be filled with lots of good reading.
Dashing through the snow with a one-horse open sleigh, over the hills we go, laughing all the way. Bells on bobtails ring, making spirits bright. What fun it is to ride and sing a sleighing song tonight. Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh.
Welcome back to INFOcus, People and Places, celebrating the season. Now we are here at the Henry Sheldon Museum of Vermont History, Park Street, downtown Middlebury. Middlebury is decked out, and we are here celebrating a historical Christmas, almost like a Victorian era Christmas special. And Mary Beth Bernard Brace, because she is all about the Victorian era.
Okay.
I'm not really sure what
I'm
that
just
means,
happy
but
to be here. It's lovely. I've never been here before.
well, here you go. And we have an expert on the Henry Sheldon Museum. Come on over. You can't hide any longer. She's all decked out for the season too. We have with us Mary Eppright.
Hello, everyone.
Happy holidays, Mary.
Happy holidays, Jerry and Mary Beth.
Thanks for having us.
She is.
No problem.
She has never been here before, so in the midst of our little seasonal festivities here, why don't you just briefly tell Mary Beth and our viewers out there who have not experienced you or me here at the Henry Sheldon before, what this place is all about.
Well, the Henry Sheldon Museum was founded in the 1880s by Henry Sheldon, who basically just kind of created as a community museum where he collected artifacts from Addison County to basically present them and preserve them for Addison County residents in the future, which is today for him. The house that we're in is the Judd Harris House and was built by Libaeus Harris and by Evan Judd in 1829. It features 6 black marble fireplaces, and Judd Harris were the only people who had access to the Shoreham Quarry, the only black marble Shoreham quarry in the United States at the time was in Shoreham, Vermont. So they like to show that off in their beautiful fireplaces that you'll notice if you ever have a chance to come by. Today is actually our annual open house and a perfect time for new people to come in because we're free for all Addison County residents all weekend long, and we have special events going on all day, and we will have special events going on through the season through mid-January. We have trains upstairs in our in one of our galleries that is put up by the Mid-Vermont Train Club every year. It's fantastic. They added a third train, a third tier, so it's higher, bigger, and better than it was last year. We also have doll houses in our gallery from around Addison County. Local Addison County residents have been kind enough to loan us their creations or their family antiques. We also have displays of antique toys throughout the house because, I mean, what's Christmas without toys? We have lead soldiers, we've got a miniature county fair, we've got a little boy's toy chest, and a bunch of dolls upstairs in our ladies' room.
Ooh, playtime.
I'm very excited.
Yeah, there we go. And I described it as sort of a Victorian-era Christmas. How would you describe how you have decked out the house?
Well, I mean, we tried to keep it very simple. We've got a ton of greens because they would have used a lot of garland, a lot of pine greens, and we've got boxwood here because it was kind of a symbol of, you know, a new year, a new era, a clean kind of thing, and of life. And, you know, we have lots of old antique ornaments on our trees made out of tin. We also have a lot of candles on our trees, not lit, just letting you know, not lit, but to represent...
Fire could be exciting.
Not for us. But to represent the fact that, you know, before electricity, they actually did put candles on their trees, and they kept a fire pail nearby so that if the tree should happen to light up, they could easily, like, whoosh, and put it out.
The good old days.
The good old days, exactly. But I mean, we're not strictly Victorian. We do have objects out from the Edwardian period, which is a little later. And our doll houses actually go right into the 2000s.
Do you have any Yule logs?
No Yule logs.
Oh, well, I tried. All right, Mary Beth, any questions? Are you all set for a tour? And I
I'm all
understand
set.
Father Christmas is in the vicinity.
Oh yeah, Father Christmas, come on over. Father Christmas has graced us with his presence for this.
He looks like a
annual
Roman
open
emperor.
house. Well, I mean, it's the holly berries on his head. I mean...
Well, it's a great idea, you know. Obviously, they stole it from me.
Mary Beth, you're speechless.
I'm not speechless.
No?
I think it's wonderful.
It's a classic look, you know. No beard, you know, a little head thing, nice bathrobe-y robe. I like it. It's a good look.
Did he just take the bath, or is he about to?
He just took the bath, especially for the annual open house, yes.
Once a year.
We're going to take a quick break. We're going to recover. Father Christmas is going to be sedated, and we will be back to get an exclusive with Father Christmas. Would you dare sit on his lap?
Only if he laughs.
While you're sitting on my lap?
We'll be back. It's a family Christmas, I think.
I love the
At the
laugh.
Henry
I
Sheldon
can't
Museum
help
of
it.
Vermont History.
Ho, 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 ho.
Down, girl, down. We'll be right back after these messages.
Hi, this is Nancy Wilson. I'm talking to you from the Lawrence Memorial Library in Bristol, Vermont, and I'm here to tell you a little bit about what's happening the week of December 24th. First off, we're closed Monday and Tuesday, Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. We will be back open on Wednesday, and our story times are not taking place this week. We do know that your kids are probably at home. I know they have this week off between Christmas and New Year, so I'd like to recommend that you come in and check out our movie collection. We have actually a pretty good movie collection right behind me here, and some of the better movies for kids of all ages is Good Will Hunting, always a great movie, Pee-wee's Big Adventure. Some of these movies you can find at the video store and some not. The Bourne Identity series, we have all two that are out on video at this time, and that's a great series. Batman Begins, which was really popular a couple years ago. So we also have a few TV programs. We have the whole first season of Heroes. We have the Planet Earth series. So definitely come in and check out the videos, save some money on DVD rentals. We have video and DVDs at this point. So I'd be happy to help you find anything you need when you come in. We do buy videos and DVDs that people recommend. They are the only thing in our collection that has overdue fees, and all of those fees go back into building our collection. So we're always taking suggestions for new movies. But come in and check it out over the week off, and keep your kids occupied if they don't have enough new Christmas toys. You can come to the library. We are at 40 North Street, and we're usually open on Monday and Tuesday. But this week we aren't, so this week we'll be open Wednesday 1 to 5, Thursday 10 to 8, Friday 1 to 5, and Saturday 9 to 1. And our phone number is 453-2366 if you have any questions. Thank you.
We're here with Santa Claus. Santa, how's it going?
Pretty well. And I am asking people this year to have their parents send me a list because...
Do you have a website?
Not yet.
Okay.
It's just, well, Santa's old-fashioned, you know, and talk about being an old dog. I am one, and
that address is still North Pole?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
And I'm always glad to hear from everyone. I don't write back many letters because, well, you know, I really get pooped out right after Christmas, and then almost as soon as I get rested up, it's time for us to get ready for the next Christmas.
Okay, well, here's your bread and butter. You've got a little boy here with a Transformers shirt on. He wants to come up here and talk with you, Santa.
Well, he looks a little bit bashful right now. Now, because can you talk real loud so the microphone can hear you?
Come on up here.
Okay.
Come on up.
Okay.
What's your name?
I'm Jack.
Jack, come on up and sit on Santa's lap.
Okay.
Tell him what you want for Christmas. And can you get over here so our cameraman can see you?
Yeah. Can we turn and go this way? Oh.
Not only is Santa seeing you, but lots of people out there are too. Mm-hmm. So what do you want for Christmas, Jack?
Sounds like his memory's getting bad too.
Do you want more Transformers?
Maybe Mommy can help us.
Tell him you want a blue.
I want a blue lizard.
Can you say that louder? I can't hear you.
I want a blue lizard.
A blue laser?
No, a blue lizard.
Oh, a blue lizard.
A real one or a toy one?
Toy one.
Okay, good, because they're easier to take care of than real ones.
I'm not familiar with what a blue lizard is, Santa.
Sounds to me like a lizard painted blue.
Is that it?
Okay.
You really like lizards?
And I want it stretchy.
A stretchy blue lizard. Okay, now we're getting more specific.
Okay. All right.
And
how about a blue snake to go along with that?
Sure.
Sure. Yeah, the lizard needs to have some friends.
are you going to be his best friend anyway? Okay.
Are you having fun this Christmas season? Yeah? Got your tree all up?
We don't have a tree yet.
Okay. All right. But you're working on it.
Okay. Happy holidays! Ho, ho, ho!
There is my idea of a New England Christmas right there. The horse-drawn sleigh, the snow, the warm kind of muffs and whatnot that they're wearing there in the sleigh. That's a picturesque kind of romanticized Christmas.
You found food.
My Christmas is eating. That's what it's all about. We've got peanut butter cookies.
And we're up here in the dollhouse room.
We are in the dollhouse room, and here to help us understand what's going on with the dollhouses is our dollhouse expert. As a matter of fact, she's the expert on everything here. Because I don't know that much, so we bring her on. Mary Upright, how you doing?
I'm all right. Doing good.
Enjoying this Christmas celebration here.
Certainly, yes. It's the best weekend of the year for us here.
And it's all about toys and dolls and what else?
Well, in this room is mainly dollhouses. Dollhouses, as we know them, came into existence around the 18th century. They were built for wealthy aristocracy who are, starting to build really lavish estates and wanted miniature versions of those estates that were as lavish and detailed.
Well, these are definitely lavished and they are detailed. Look at the, maybe we at some point get a little shot there of all the little food and stuff that you've got going on there.
Yeah, those were done by Evelyn Morrison, and she does wonderful miniatures. And we have some of her stuff here. We have a house by Susan McIntyre and her granddaughters. We have two little miniatures by Pam Pizzullo. We have a house here, Bonnie, I'm sorry, Bonnie, I can't remember your last name at the moment. I've been put on the spot.
Bonnie, we appreciate you.
But yeah, they're all really very lovely. And they became toys for children around the early 19th century, but were still considered extremely extravagant. So they don't really show up with the popularity that they were in Europe, in America, until the late 19th century with the rise of the middle class.
You've got to be like a kid in a candy store here.
I love this. My hobby is collecting miniature villages,
great.
and I have villages for every season of the year. So I have the Christmas and Valentine's Day all the way through to summer.
Oh, how cool.
And so this is really fun for me to be up here. You've got like the sort of Harry Potter theme going on with Wizard's Way.
Yeah.
And there's houses decorated up for the holidays and old-fashioned log cabins. It's fun.
It really does run the gamut. I mean, everybody here, every different thing that we have here represents a different kind of way of looking at dollhouses. And the great thing is all of these miniatures and dollhouses that we have here come from Addison County, come from the local area. They're all either made by local artisans or put together by local citizens, which makes it even more special.
And there's even one that looks like a 1950s style.
It's the Outer Rim Playhouse. It's from the 1940s, and that's was brought in by one of our volunteers, Lori Muller. Her story is she used to go to the orthodontist when she was a little girl, and every single time that she went, her mother would take her to the dime store and let her get a little doll, like a little piece for her dollhouse. And that's why she has so many little pieces in her collection. It's really, really cute.
It's very cute. There's even like a mini washing machine.
Yes.
It's very cool.
Yes.
No, I've never seen anyone get that excited about really small stuff.
Dollhouses aren't just for kids. Big people like them too.
Okay, all right, that's fine. And then you even have some miniature toy soldiers too.
Yes, we do have some lead soldiers in our collection. They date from the 1880s to the 1900s. There were probably made in France and Germany. Lead soldiers really weren't in mass production in America until the late 1890s. And they represent two American regiments, one from West Point Cadets, another infantryman from the 1880s period. And then we have some Frenchmen on horseback, part of their cavalry.
See, I get excited about that.
Of course, and I'm excited to see all the people enjoying the open house today. All ages, children, grandparents, parents. It's very exciting.
Yeah, I can tell they're excited to see you too. You look like Mother Christmas.
I could do that.
You could do that.
I could do that.
But you stay away from Father Christmas. I think you'd enjoy that too much. All right, and this cookie's wasting away. I need to eat. So we're going to continue our little stroll through here and find some more. Do you like ornaments?
I do. And
All
I
right.
like trains.
Okay, well,
And toys.
well, we can help you out there. We really can, because you have trains
We have trains.
and you have ornament making
We
going
have
on.
ornament making going on right downstairs.
Can big people make ornaments too?
Sure.
Cool.
You'll let me?
Well, Mary Beth wants to make an ornament.
I'm on that. That's mine.
Uh,
I get to do that. You get
Okay,
to eat.
I'll eat. All right. The punch is over there too. Just it's got my name written all over it. So, all right, let's go do it.
All right.
'Twas the night before Christmas, when all through the house, not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care, in hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there. The children were nestled all snug in their beds, while visions of sugar plums danced in their heads. When out on the lawn there arose such a clatter, I sprang from the bed to see what was the matter. Away to the window I flew like a flash, tore open the shutters and threw up the sash. The moon on the breast of the new fallen snow gave luster of midday to objects below. When what to my wondrous eyes should appear but a miniature sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer. With a little old driver, so lively and quick, I knew in a moment it must be Saint Nick. More rapid than eagles his coursers they came, and he whistled and shouted and called them by name. Now Dasher, now Dancer, now Prancer and Vixen, on Comet, on Cupid, on Donner and Blitzen, to the top of the porch, to the top of the wall. Now dash away, dash away, dash away all. As I drew in my head and was turning around, down the chimney St. Nicholas came with a bound. He was dressed all in fur from his head to his foot, and his clothes were all tarnished with ashes and soot. His eyes, how they twinkled, his dimples, how merry, his cheeks were like roses, his nose like a cherry. He had a broad face and a little round belly that shook when he laughed, like a bowl full of jelly. He sprang to his sleigh, to his team, gave a whistle, and away they all flew like the down of a thistle. But I heard him exclaim, ere he drove out of sight, Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night. And I hope you all.
We're here at the cafeteria at Virgins Union High School. It is Breakfast with Santa 2007. So Danielle is here. Hi, Sue. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays to you too.
You're all decked out just like I kind of am.
Absolutely. 'Tis the season.
It is the season now, and it is that time again. Lots of things happening. How is it going so far? What does it take to put an event like this together?
This event is sponsored by the Virgins Union High School Friends of Music, and the planning starts in the fall with coordinating the date with the Addison County Chamber of Commerce and the Virgins Stroll, and then planning the menu and getting Santa's elves to work, making sure Santa is available at this time, and booking the school for the event, and then we're good to go.
And you've got this delicious breakfast put together.
Yes, it's an awesome breakfast.
Talk a little bit about music at Virgins Union High School. Are you getting the kids all geared up for the season as far as music goes?
Yes, last evening we had an instrumental concert for high school students. The high school jazz band, world drumming class, and the high school symphonic band put on a performance. Tuesday, December 4th, it's the Jazz Jammers, middle school band, and middle school chorus concert. And Friday, December 21st at 7 o'clock at the North Avenue Alliance Church in Burlington. The high school chorus is doing a concert with the Burlington High School Chorus with an orchestra. They're doing the Rudder Magnificat.
Wow. Now, I know music is very important here at Virgins High School.
Yes, it is. It's a small school, but we have a very, very active music department and students that are extremely dedicated to the program as well as parents. In fact, this morning I'm heading down to White River Junction with some students to audition for the New England Music Festival. We've had district auditions at the high school and middle school level, and in January we have all-state auditions, which leads me into sharing that Virginia's Union High School is hosting the Vermont All-State Music Festival May 7 through 10 of 2008.
Something to look forward to.
It's a huge event. It has never been at Virginia's High School before, and we're very excited.
Congratulations. That's great news.
Thank you.
There you go. There's an early Christmas present for you.
Yes.
Now, Sue, if you were to be able to sit on Santa's lap over here, what would be on your wish list?
Oh, my wish list for my school, I would ask that Santa could bring us a whole new sound system and a brand new auditorium.
We'll see what we can do. I kind of have an in with Santa now. I'll talk to him.
Great. I appreciate it.
So, Daniel, thank you so much for having us here again, and Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and Happy Holidays.
Happy holidays to you too. Thanks.
Karen Lefko joins us right now. We're going to find out all about the Festival of Lights, the Festival of Dedication, Renewal, Hanukkah. Karen, thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
You are with Havurah, which is the Jewish congregation of Addison County.
Yes, I am.
You meet right here in Middlebury.
Yes, we do.
We should mention that Hanukkah actually is considered by some to be a minor holiday, but in my studies, I've learned that in recent times, it really is kind of shot up there in importance. A lot of Jewish folks look at it as really their identity, a celebration of their identity and who they are. It ranks kind of, maybe not as much, but right up there with Passover?
In observance, probably, and how many people observe it. Like you said, Hanukkah started out as a minor holiday commemorating a military battle, and then got some other issues kind of got layered on top of it but similarly to Christmas, it's become more of a commercial holiday. But it's also become a time for Jews within a Christian community to reassert their Judaism, and at a time when there's a lot, because of Christmas, there's a lot of Christianity going on, whatever. It's become a good opportunity to reassert your Judaism. I teach the youngest kids in our Hebrew school this year, and when I asked them at the very beginning of the year when they feel Jewish, they all said, almost every single one of them said, at Hanukkah time, because that's what they really remember and identify with,
And I would think that Jewish children here in the United States are a little jealous of their counterparts over in Israel, because it's a national holiday over there and they get school off.
They get a lot of holidays.
They get a lot of
over
holidays.
There. Yeah.
Well, let's go. Let's travel back in time and how it all started. It started during the Maccabean rebellion.
So it was.
You might want to give us some, for people out there that we probably just completely lost. What are you talking about? Can you give us a little background?
Sure. It was about approximately 100 BC, something like that, 160, something like that. The Greeks were in control of the area of Jerusalem, and the Maccabees were a family and a clan and they led a rebellion against the Greeks, Syrians. It's kind of the Syrians were there. So they led a revolt, and as we understand it now, they led a revolt in order to have the ability to practice their Judaism,
Right.
to be
Well,
self-determining.
the temple had been desecrated
The temple
by
had
the
been,
king, Antiochus IV.
right, and they were not allowed to use the temple, essentially. So they retook the temple, and they cleaned it, ritually purified it.
That's where we get the renewal.
Right, and the rededication, they rededicated it. And that's where the miracle of the oil comes in.
Yeah, you might want to talk a little bit about that.
I can tell you about that. So the story goes that when they were getting ready to light the lamp that in the temple, the menorah, they only had enough oil for one day, but the lamp needs to be lit all the time. So the miracle was that the oil that they thought would only last for one day lasted for 8 days, and that gave them time to produce more pure oil, more sacred oil.
So that's where we get the lighting of the menorah for 8 days.
For 8 days.
Yeah.
And it actually says in the Talmud that in remembrance of this rededication, that all Jews should light the menorah for 8 days.
And you brought one.
I brought a menorah, and this is not a traditional
This is a
looking
rather
menorah.
modern looking
It's
one.
a fun little dancey menorah. Menorahs can look very different from one another, but they all have some similar aspects, some similar qualities. They all have 9 candle holders.
Okay.
We light candles for 8 days, but we also have this extra, what we call a shamash, which is the helper candle. And we light the shamash first, and then we light one candle for each day. So on the first day of Hanukkah, we would light the shamash and just one candle. And then on the second day, we would light 2 candles, third, 3, and so on. And we have the shamash because the Hanukkah candles are not supposed to have any use except for us to see them. They're only supposed to provide beauty and light. So we can't use them to light any other candles. That's why we have this extra shamash to light the others.
And I understand there's a lot of rules and regulations that go along with the lighting and with the celebration in general. But I understand that electricity can be used in certain situations. Like if you're in a hospital and you can't have an open flame, there could be a problem.
Right.
So the rules are bent from time to time.
As with everything, as with in all holidays, the rules sometimes get bent, and the important thing is the light. You know, we're celebrating the light. A lot of religions have light holidays in the middle of winter.
Sure,
so yeah.
sure. And here in the North Country, you know,
we need light.
Now talk about, you've talked about the lights, talk a little bit about there are 3 blessings that go along with it.
There are.
And prayers.
We say, all of our blessings are just giving thanks for getting us to this time. We say thanks for the holiday. We say thanks for the opportunity to light the lights, lahadlik ner, which is to light the lights of Hanukkah. And then we say what's called a shehechianu, which is a prayer that we say during special occasions or the first time something happens during a year. We say the shehechianu, which says we're thankful for the opportunity to get to this point where we can celebrate. And we say that just on the first night.
Okay. And then there's hymns that go along with songs.
Songs, traditional songs. None of them are commanded. You know, they're not. We don't have to sing them, but they're just to have fun. We sing Maoz Tzor, which is Rock of Ages. Actually, that's kind of a traditional folk song too. So a lot of people have sung it. We sing dreidel songs. we sing Hanukkah. What else?
Now there are the children get a lot of attention. They get the gelt. The gelt is given to them, and you may want to explain what a gelt is.
Okay, gelt is money. It's actually from the German for money. I guess when Hanukkah was a less of a gift-giving holiday, the tradition was to just give children a little bit of money, a little,
Coins.
just as a special gift. But now, the money that they receive as a present is called gelt, but also there are little chocolate coins now that are wrapped in foil that is kind of traditional. Not everybody does it, but it's kind of traditional to give.
And it saves money.
It saves money. It's cheaper than $100.
and presents are exchanged as well.
Yep, and some families have the tradition to give one gift every night. That's just a family tradition. Some families, give gifts just on the first night. It's up to the individual families.
What happens when a Christian and a Jew marry? Their family comes together. What happens then? Arguments?
Probably sometimes.
How do you solve the problem there? How do you compromise?
Well, I think each family makes their own decisions about that. Some families choose how they're going to raise their kids. They choose whether they're going to raise their kids Jewish or they're going to raise their kids within the Christian faith. Some families try to do both. They'll celebrate Hanukkah and Christmas, or
Christmaka?
Christmas. Some families probably try to blend it and celebrate. Especially when Hanukkah lands on Christmas.
I've heard some people have had a Hanukkah tree.
I've heard of that too. I've never done that, but I've heard of that. Yep. So each family has to kind of find their way, and it can be tough. We've had several discussion groups through the years at Havurah because a lot of our members are interfaith families. Right. We've had discussions around this time of year how to deal with the what we call the December dilemma. It's tough. It's tough to deal with.
Speaking of December, the dates change every year for Hanukkah. Why is that?
Well, the dates change for all Jewish holidays. They kind of move around the year because all Jewish holidays are scheduled according to a lunar calendar, to the Jewish calendar.
I bet you there are some people out there, especially stores, that would love to change, December 25th to something else. Move it up,
Let's shift it this
Maybe
year. I'm
move
not
it back,
ready.
Have the spending season last a little bit longer.
It keeps you on your toes. You never know exactly when it's going to fall. So I remember a few years ago, just a couple years ago, when it was on Thanksgiving weekend, and then sometimes it's as late as Christmas, as the 25th. So
that happens for all Jewish holidays?
Yes.
It kind of rotates, changes?
All traditional, all religious Jewish holidays. There are a couple of more kind of national holidays that are scheduled not according to the lunar calendar.
So I'm just curious, you don't have a tree at home. What do you have besides the menorah? What kind of decorations does a Jewish family have?
Well,
this time of year?
Some Jewish families choose to be more elaborate with their decorations. We have some like little window stickers and things like that, but because Hanukkah is a fairly minor holiday, and because the menorah is really supposed to be the dominant decoration, if you will, that's what we're really supposed to be focusing on. We don't tend to decorate a whole lot more than that. We light the menorah every night, and that's supposed to be the most beautiful thing.
Does a certain family member have to do that? I mean, is it appointed that the father or the mother, or can you let the children light the menorah?
Sure. That's children. One of the wonderful things about Jewish traditions is that they're really great for kids. It's a very kid-friendly religion because there's all these active traditions. So our kids certainly light the menorah, and again, it's family tradition. Sometimes the youngest lights. Sometimes they each take a turn and light a candle.
What happens when Rudolph comes on TV?
We watch it. I remember Charlie Brown Christmas,
Yeah.
and it's.
I mean,
it's
is there some confusion, or is it just something that's just natural?
I'm sure with some kids there is some confusion.
Santa
and
Claus. How do you explain Santa?
Right. But I know in my family, my kids are pretty comfortable with the fact that they're Jewish, and they have traditions that are just different from a lot of their friends, and they're comfortable sharing their traditions with their friends and having their friends share also. So, and the schools, the public schools are great about that.
And I understand the last day or evening is significant. Maybe more significant than the others.
Often with Jewish holidays that run for a period of time, like Passover.
Yeah, and occasionally you get 2 Sabbaths.
Right. So on the Sabbath, because you're not allowed to light candles on the Sabbath, people who observe the Sabbath don't light candles. You light the Hanukkah menorah before you light the lights for the Sabbath, and then when the Sabbath is over, then you light the Hanukkah menorah. It's very confusing. You have to make sure you follow every rule.
I admire you folks. You have so many things to remember.
And sometimes we remember and sometimes we don't, and that's okay.
And it's okay, you're not struck dead or anything?
No, absolutely
not. Or beheaded? Or
no.
It's got to be a big relief for you. So, and next year, I don't know if you know when it will be, or do you?
I have not.
You haven't looked ahead yet.
Can you tell?
Do you have a Jewish calendar at home?
I do. I have several Jewish calendars, and I haven't looked at next year yet. I live day to day.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you. So I won't make you think anymore, Karen.
I appreciate it. I'm exhausted.
The questions are over. Karen Lefko, thank you so much. And it's Havara?
It is Havara, yes.
And where is it? I think it's 97 North Pleasant Street?
97 does not. It's on North Pleasant, and it's right
number
before
wrong.
Maple Fields. But if you look up Havara in the telephone book, you can give a call, and happy to give any information.
Well, happy Hanukkah.
Thank you very much.
Happy holidays.
Merry Christmas. Can I say that to you?
Yes, you may.
Okay. Merry
All right.
Christmas.
None of us were struck dead or anything. It's the Jewish Congregation of Addison County. If you want more information, can they call you?
They absolutely can,
okay,
sure.
and your phone number is? We'll have that on the screen here, I believe, as well.
It's 388-3105, and I can't remember Havara's phone number offhand, but they won't find anyone in, so they can call me.
All right. You've got her permission, folks. Do you have a website? Is there a website?
There is. It's Addison County Havara. Addison County Havara, all one word. It's Addison County and then HAVURAH.org. And
we will link to that through our INFOcus on TV website if you can't remember all of that.
That'd be great. That'd be great. And that'll have our schedule, of events and everything.
Wonderful. Karen Lefko, thank you so much.
Thanks for having me.
More of INFOcus, People and Places. Our holiday special continues in just a moment. You need to sing. You need to sing. Sing us a song.
Shall I sing a Christmas song?
Of course.
Does everybody want to hear her sing?
I do. Yes.
Do you want to hear me sing? Want me to sing? Okay. Can you help me? No.
Maybe the children.
You need to help.
Oh, I'm sick. I can't. Sorry. You're on your own.
I'm on my own. Okay.
You know Dasher and Dancer and Prancer and Vixen.
Comet and Cupid and Donner and Blitzen.
But do you recall the most famous reindeer of all?
Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer
Had a very shiny nose.
And if you ever saw it, you would even say it was. All of the other reindeer
Used to laugh and call him names. They wouldn't let poor Rudolph
Join in any reindeer games.
Then one foggy Christmas Eve, Santa came to say, Rudolph, with your nose so bright, won't you guide my sleigh tonight? Then how the reindeer loved him
As they shouted out with glee,
Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer.
You'll go down in history.
Okay.
Hey, look at this one. It's got coffee and tea and a gift certificate.
Gift certificate, you're all about those.
I had no idea when you asked me to come to the Festival of Wreaths with you that
What it was all about?
Yeah, I mean, I knew that there would
It's
be
wreaths.
wreaths, but I didn't realize that there would be Christmas presents involved too. I mean, this is something where if you're the winning bidder on the wreath, your Christmas shopping is.
They found us.
They found us.
We can't wander off anymore and enjoy ourselves. It's the Festival of Wreaths here at the CFA, Center for the Arts at Middlebury College. And the great thing, Mary Beth, you are correct. Great wreaths, gift certificates, great little prizes and gifts and whatnot. But it's for the benefit of the Mary Johnson Children's Center here in Middlebury.
That is very cool. And, you know, I can bid here and my Christmas shopping will be done. This is awesome.
There is some really cool stuff. Look over here.
Ooh, pretty. Play-Doh. Play-Doh.
Look at that.
I like
Slinkies. This has got Mary Beth written all over it.
And I mean, I just like the ribbon. Look at that.
Ooh,
very
body
neat.
crayons.
Oh, and here, there's food involved, Jerry.
And a digital thermometer.
In case you get sick from eating
That's
all the
right.
food.
That's right. Look at that holiday jewel tattoo. Your daughter would like that.
Yes, she would.
Milky Way,
There's little stuffed animals.
Marbleworks Pharmacy.
I mean, you know, you could walk past here 100 times and not see everything that's on these wreaths.
I know. And this is just touching the tip of the iceberg, as it were. I'm finding out that people really want to get rid of thermometers. We've got another one here.
No, that's a crochet light. See?
Okay.
Knits and bolts.
Okay. Hey, it looks like a thermometer. I guess you could put it in your mouth, but it wouldn't really tell you anything.
It might light up. Got a little electric shock thing going on.
Oh, okay.
Rosie's
that
Restaurant.
might not be good. That might not be good. And look at these soaps. That is really neat.
These are candles.
Okay.
Beeswax
I don't get out
candles.
much, all right?
See the little wicky things? That's usually
So you don't want to touch your skin with that stuff and like rub it all over?
Actually, if you hold beeswax, it's very soft and it molds, which is why they can get it into these really cool shapes. And so if you play with it enough, it does soften your skin.
Hey, if I want to rub the nutcracker all over myself, hey, don't stop me, okay?
We're not going there.
No, okay. All right.
It might condition your hands, but it wouldn't clean you. So we're just not going to go
They'll
there.
be nice and soft.
What else is there? Show me.
Well, let's go. Let's go this way. I see a car on one.
A car?
A car. Let's see what this is all about. Oh, Doug Anderson is such a creative lad. Town Hall Theater.
Oh,
look at this. Cool. They got the grand reopening coming up in the summer of '08. You got little pictures. You got little
construction vehicles.
Yep. Very nice. Yep, danger hard hat area.
Well, isn't that what's so cool about this? Because they're different every year, and so they're reflective of the year for people.
Now this is lovely. I like this. I mean, if in your own traditional style here,
Very
just your
traditional.
plain old wreath.
Not
Cedar
very plain.
Christmas.
Beautiful.
True.
If you don't happen to be celebrating Christmas this season,
Hanukkah.
there's Hanukkah, and
You've got
there's a couple
Kosher
of those.
Land.
It must be like Candyland, only kosher candy.
You got to bring up the kids right, if that's the way if that's your tradition.
I love it.
Kosher Land.
That's one of my favorite games, Candyland. So this has got to be
Oh,
very
yeah.
similar, because if you're looking at, it looks very, very similar to that.
I've never played Kosher Land.
I think you might be able to figure this one out.
You think so?
I think so.
Okay. And then finally, we've got the Middlebury College Center for the Arts.
Oh, and isn't
that's
that
lovely. I like that. Very nice. Got an angel on there.
And when the holidays are done, you can save the angel, and you'll have a tree topper for next year.
We're going to take a break. We'll be back to wrap things up here. We've been at the Center for the Arts, talking with Mary Beth here, having a great time. enjoying some mulled cider, some hot cocoa, some cookies.
Cheese and crackers.
It's a miracle that that Vinny has managed to be able to film this, because, you know, he's just been stuffing himself. I tell you, cameramen just apparently never eat.
Only when
they wait to go out on location and then they eat.
Only on location.
Yeah. We're going to be back, wrap things up, Christmas special, INFOcus, people and places.
Ho, ho, ho.
Thank you so much for tuning in to this special holiday event. INFOcus, People and Places, our holiday special 2007. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope that it brought you a little taste of the season, if you don't have that feeling already. So again, thanks for tuning in, and happy holidays from all of us here at INFOcus, People and Places, to you and yours out there. Have a safe and wondrous holiday season. Coming up next week on the program, we hope you can tune in, because it's our final show of the first half of this season. We're going to take a little hiatus, a little break, rest up, and get ready to bring you some new shows in the spring. On that final show of this first half of the season, it's a jam-packed edition as usual, but maybe a little bit more so next week as we close things out. Mary Beth Bernard Brace will be bringing in some Girl Scout cookies. She's with the Girl Scout Council of Vermont. She'll be visiting us again. That's always a treat. Also on the program, Jean Montross, Director of Addison County Community Action Group, will be talking about what they're doing here in the cold winter months to make things a little better for those not so fortunate out there. Sweet Charity, speaking of helping out the needy, it's a great new reuse shop up there on Main Street in Virgins. We'll be talking with Liz Markowski about what that's all about and find out just who the Women of Wisdom are. Also, Vermont Folklife Center. We'll be heading to their new 88 Main Street shop on downtown Middlebury. And speaking of the season, they've got some gingerbread houses that they are showing off that some talented area folks have put together, a lot of them. So we'll give you some images of those and talk with the new director, Brent Bjorkman. And last but certainly not least, as we close things out here for our 2007 holiday special, we're going to take you to a concert of handbell music out in Cornwall that happened recently, the Weybridge Parish Bells. We're going to check them out in action with some holiday sounds out there at the Cornwall Congregational Church as we close out today. Again, I'm Jerry Germain. Happy holidays, everyone. Hope you enjoyed it. Have a great, safe holiday season. Until next time, take care.